Hey y'all, this is Coach K, and this is Testimony Tuesday. Thank you for joining. This is Testimony Tuesday, where I share a little bit how I sought God in order to fulfill His purpose for me. Let me tell you a little bit of backstory. So in 2014, April 2014 to be specific, I left my six-figure job in New York to come back to Texas as a published author and life coach. Oh, and motivational speaker. Don't forget about that. Within 2 weeks, I was booked for my first speaking engagement. I was thrilled. I was like, I knew I took the right step. Go, Jesus. And I was so excited about everything that was going to come from that. The following month, June 12th of 2014, I had my book launch. It was amazing. Although I only invited roughly 40 people, I looked up to see hundreds there. It was exciting, exhilarating. I knew that I not only made the right step in leaving the job for my career, I also knew that I was walking in the right purpose, what I knew I was supposed to be doing. Well, 2 days later, June 14th, 2014, I received a call that I did not anticipate. My lifeline, my love, the epitome of strength, the backbone of my family, my grandmother, was in ICU. She was suffering with ischemic bowel, the heart attack of the intestines, and they didn't think she was going to make it. I dropped everything, came down to Port Arthur, Texas for her. I was already booked for multiple speaking engagements with schools, colleges, and local businesses. I was asked to do a retreat for a really large architect firm. I was getting things started. My book tour was to start in Barnes and Nobles that July and was going to go through October throughout Texas. And then I was asked to even do one back in New York that following December. Things were looking great. But all of that changed when I heard she was in the hospital. You see, for me, my grandmother had been everything. She helped me become who I am today. And because of that, I felt indebted. It was an obligation of mine to come back and take care of her. So I came back to Port Arthur for what I thought was only going to be a temporary situation. But 2 years later, I'm still here. And it was much greater than me just coming to take care of her. You see, I was okay with giving up everything that I had in Dallas and even having to cancel some of my speaking engagements because my grandmother needed me. I was okay with that because I knew that I was only going to be here temporary. Temporary. Well, she was in a hospital for over 2 months, and her recovery took even longer than that. So I dropped everything. I had to continue my book tour because it was already scheduled. And it just wouldn't be smart financially not to do so. But in between that, I took care of her. Those were all great things. But in that time, I had 3 different pastors, none of them related to the other, give me a specific word from God on what I was doing back home in Port Arthur. You see, I was the girl who said, I ain't never going back to Port Arthur. I am done. That city is not big enough for me. But guess what? I'm here and I'm loving it. But I didn't love it in the beginning. You see, I had equated Port Arthur with the pain I dealt with as a child. It wasn't the city. It was the issues in here that I had yet to overcome. And even though I thought I was coming back to take care of my grandmother, The truth is, God brought me back here to number one, heal from my hurt, and number two, walk in the purpose He had for me, not what I have for myself. You see, it's great for us to have plans, it's great for us to have visions, it's great for us to aspire to do great things. Nothing's wrong with that. But when your will doesn't align with what His will is, you better trust there's going to be an interruption that comes along. And that's exactly what happened with me. God spoke. And even though He spoke on multiple occasions, I wasn't immediately obedient, which means I was disobedient. Because let's just be honest, delayed obedience is disobedience. There is no in between. So when those three pastors spoke to me and spoke about what God said I was supposed to do in this city, I laughed. Yes, laughed like Abraham and Sarah. And don't act like you ain't never had no laugh moment with God, because if you haven't, trust is going to come. That's what your Christian walk is all about. But yes, I laughed. I laughed because I could not fathom that that was what I was supposed to be doing, because that wasn't in my plans. But God said, I don't need you to make the plan. I am the ultimate creator. And you will follow my will. Even if not today, it will eventually come. And that's exactly what happened. Yes, it was tough in the beginning because I did not want to be obedient. But when I chose to give up I for He and seeking what it is He had for me to do, I walked worthy in that. And since that moment, I've had the overflow of Him fall fresh on me. And I'm grateful for that. Who would have ever thought that me, little old me, would have been launching a teen ministry and doing so in such a short amount of time? Yeah, I told you I wasn't obedient in the beginning, but you see, I'm still here. And this past summer, I launched my teen ministry, Teen Kick Ministries is what it's called. The first conference completely excelled my thoughts, my plans, my ideas. I never thought I would have over 50 girls there. Never did. But He brought exactly who He wanted to be there. And it's continuously growing. So my question to you is, are you walking in your will or His? You have to know your call. You have to know your purpose. And if you think your purpose and your call is about you, you're already way off. Because it's only going to be about Him. Seek God for what it is He has for you to do. And trust the process. It's not going to be easy. It hasn't been easy for me. But the reward, thank you, Jesus, has been so fruitful and amazing. And I'm grateful for listening to the call. I hope that you enjoyed what I shared about my testimony. It's only a little bit because I didn't want to take too much time. But trust, there's much, much more, and it is still being written. If you want to hear more about seeking God, speaking His word, and soaring like He's called you to do, come and join myself, Sharice Player, and Antoinette Staples at the first ever Women and Teens Empowerment Brunch on November 5th. For women and teen girls only. It's going to be absolutely phenomenal. Tickets are being sold right now, but you better act quickly because seats are filling, and you do not want to miss this opportunity. I hope you've enjoyed what I said. I would love to hear your personal testimony. What's your walk like? What did you laugh at God about? And now you're walking fully in that. Or what are you still struggling with? And you need some help to continue to move forward in His will. Comment below and then come and meet me at the Empowerment Brunch, November 5th. It's 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's going to be phenomenal. Great food, fun, vendors, and lots of empowerment. I hope to see you there. Thank you for joining Testimony Tuesday.